Are you looking at PXN V12Lite steering wheel bundle and not sure if you should get it or not? How does it perform long term? And what are the ups and downs? And ultimately, should you pull the trigger and get it? Today I'm here to answer those questions. Hello, my name is Mr. Lal and I welcome you to my channel Mr. Lal Drives, where I post trucking videos daily. I have been using PXN V12Lite for last 5 months and here is my long-term review. As you can see, I have made over 500 videos using this wheel and nearly all of them have been on Euro Truck Simulator 2, which is my favorite game of all simulation. I have also tested this game on Forza Horizon 5, BeamNG Drive and Assetto Corsa. The PXN V12Lite is a direct drive offering from PXN, who have also created PXN V9 and V10. PXN V12Lite has 6 Nm of force feedback, comes with a D-shaped wheel and a full set of pedals, which includes a clutch like its competitors. At $450, this wheel is a direct competitor to Mazda R5 and Fanatec CSL DD. Before I start the review, you should know that I did not pay for this wheel. It was sent to me by PXN when I won it during one of their giveaways. I am also a moderator on the Discord server. However, I will be very honest with this review because there are things that I love about this wheel and there are things that annoy me. First, let's start what is included in the bundle. PXN PD HM Pedals are Hall sensor magnetic pedals which are great for long term and you can be sure they can take any abuse you throw at them. When you open the box, you will see the plate which holds all the pedals together and it is where you will rest your feet on. After removing the plate, now you will find a manual which is in English and in Chinese. Also there are screws and L wrenches and performance kit or a dampener and the connectors which are used to connect it to the base. First, the throttle, which has a different faceplate compared to others, feels quite stiff and solid. Pedals are made of solid alloy and painted black. The second one is brake pedal, which to the touch feels like the throttle, but it has a different faceplate and it is quite stiff. Last but not the least, clutch, which is a great bonus, as other competitors in this range don't include a clutch pedal and they are sold separately, but here it comes in the box, which is a treat. All three pedals have different feel to them, throttle and clutch being the least stiff and brake being the most stiff of them all. You can further make the brake harder using the included performance kit or dampener, which will make it more realistic when you press the brakes. Although not being load cells, the included pedals feels amazing and in-game performance is great. I feel the pedals are the most perfect aspect of this bundle as I have never faced any sort of problem. I use the H pattern shifter along with clutch to drive in games because I like manual and clutch feels amazing and braking is very solid. They have anti-slipper rubbers to prevent them from slipping off, but I do not recommend them using on carpet or floor. You should get a dedicated stand for them, but don't get a PXN A9 stand for this wheel, like the one I got. This stand is great for PXN V10, PXN V99, Logitech G29 and G27, but this stand is not made for PXN V12Lite. You should either get a PXN A10 or PXN A12, which are made for this bundle, and they also work great with other brands too, like Mazda R5 or Fanatec CSL DD. They also sell these pedals separately. You will find an affiliate link in description if you decide to buy them. Pedals are quite adjustable and separately they are sold around at $110 to $150 depending if there is a sale or not. You can adjust the position and space between them. I have put brake and throttle closer together and clutch is a bit farther. You can also change the angle of faceplate. Now let's talk about the star of this bundle, PXN V12DDL base. On the box you can find the branding and the compatible devices which it works on. In the box you can see the power cable, the giant AC adapter to power this bass. As you can see, it uses 180 watt of power, which is quite normal for something like this. You will find this N5 dongle, which is used to make this wheel compatible with PS5. For Xbox, you will need to connect your Xbox controller at the back, and for the PC it is as simple as connecting to the USB port. It is a servo motor direct drive system that provides a top torque of 6 Nm and can rotate up to 1600 degrees. It uses energy static quick release system, and at the back it has power, shifter, USB-B, pedal, gamepad and stop connector ports, and at the side white power button, and above them it has a fan to help it cool down. On the side PXN branding, and on the top a red strip, and at the front you can see vents. At the bottom there are screw holes to mount it towards brackets or a stand. It is sleek, long, but it is quite heavy too. The thing which annoys me the most is this. It creates this loud noise which I do not like at all, and it is very annoying. When I'm not wearing any headphones or anything, it is very noticeable and it gets in the way a lot. So this particular thing about this whole bundle annoys me a lot. Now let's open up the last box, which is PXN WDS wheel. Again, like other boxes, it is also white and there are few branding and features written on it. When you open up the box, you will be greeted by this black and smooth cloth cover. Other than the wheel, there is a Type-C to USB connector, which is used to update the firmware of the wheel and to connect it with other pieces. Let's uncover the wheel itself first. By the way, I love this black cloth. It is very smooth to the touch and a great thing to put in the box so it doesn't get dirty once you take it out and use it. As you can see, the wheel is D-shaped and there are many buttons on it. At the back, energy quick release system, and the pedals behind the wheel look carbon fiber, but they can be alloyed too, so I'm not sure. The buttons are white and the layout seems to be Xbox style with X, Y and AB buttons. There is also a joystick at the left, and at the center a big PXN button which has this great texture on it, which can be used as a button and also can be used to switch between D input and export. There are two rotatory dials which can be assigned to brake, ABS or traction control. At the back, two shifter pedals. They feel great. They're snappy, but they do make a loud sound. Also, there are two clutch pedals which work as analog and can be used for clutching, or you can use them as handbrake like I do. They are quiet and they make little sound. Also at the front there is a RGB LED which can be used as RPM meter, but with a big asterisk on it, which I will tell you later on. The wheel itself is using leather material, red stitching, and at the bottom you will see Type-C connector. This wheel is great if you prefer GT racing or even Formula racing, but I like trucking and sometimes I try to do drifting, so for me a round wheel is much better. So I prefer the round wheel of V12DDS, the one which comes with that bundle. Now let's talk about how the wheel performs and what I like about this wheel and what I don't. First, let's talk about the feeling of the force feedback. Before PXN V12Lite, I had a PXN V10 for a few months. Coming from that wheel, the difference was quite huge. It felt like going from 60 FPS to 144 FPS, if you know what I mean. The wheel feels amazing, rotates very smoothly and I can feel all the road bumps. Being a 6 Nm torque, it is quite powerful. Many people face oscillation issues with the wheel, and this wheel sort of has this issue, but I don't think it is the wheel itself. I think it is the settings. For example, if you see here, I'm playing Astra Corsa, and when I let go of the wheel, it starts going left and right like crazy. I think it is due to the settings of the VP, which I need to change, as I don't play much AC. For example, in BMG Drive, there is no oscillation at all. The feel of the wheel out of the box is good, but not great. You need to do quite a few tweaks in the game and in the PXN app to make it feel great. I have tested this wheel in Forza Horizon 5, American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator, Astra Corsa Competition Z, that game, in BMG Drive. I felt the most oscillation issue in Astra Corsa, but I think if I do some tweaking, it will also go away. Other than that, the feeling of ATV is great, and I play Euro Truck Simulator 2, and in that game I have properly tweaked it according to my liking. For example, when I drive near the emergency lane, I can feel the difference of the texture of the road when I do that. I also feel all the curves and road details when I do off-roading or when I do track racing. Now let's talk about the compatible games which are available to PXN V12Lite. PXN V12Lite has quite a big compatible games. For example, nearly all of the simulation titles like Astra Corsa Competition Z, WRC, Grid 2, Gran Turismo if you are on PlayStation, and Forza Horizon series if you are on Xbox and PC, they all are available. But still there are few games that I want to play that are not available. For example, SnowRunner is not compatible if you are on PC, but it is compatible on Xbox. And same thing with the Crew Motorfest. And there are few games which are also available in the compatible list, but you have to do few tweaks to get the force feedback running. Other than the games available on this list, there are few more games which can be played. For example, Test Drive Solar Crown, that one is also available to play. Car X Street, the latest one, that one is also available. You can play it on PC at least. But whenever there is a new title release, especially if it is not a simulation game, I feel anxious because I don't know if it will be available to play and if it will be compatible to PXN V12Lite or not. Right now, PXN offers no other wheels, but you can try to find the wheel which comes with PXN V12DDL, the round one, and attach it to the base. Other than that, there are no other first party wheels available. You can use the A7 H pattern shifter which comes with the PXN V10 and PXN V99, the PXN HPS handbrake, and the PXN CB1 button box, which I will review in another video. However, there are new parts coming in. For example, PXN is currently working on a 7+1 shifter, which is 2-in-1 H pattern and sequential shifter. They are also revising PXN V12DDL and its wheel, the elder brother. I believe that wheel will be compatible with this. If you check their website, you will see they have stands that can be purchased. I'm using their PXN A9 stand myself, which is a good stand for, again, like I previously said, PXN V10, PXN V99, Logitech G29, G27, but not great for this wheel. Other than that, they have PXN A10 and PXN A12. I recommend those stands any day of the week. They're also working on lower set pedals and an F1 wheel behind the scene. So right now the ecosystem is limited, but in 2025 they will be releasing new products and also a new direct drive system. And the PXN V12Lite can be customized using their phone app, the PXN wheel, or the PC PXN app, which is made specifically for this wheel. On the phone, you can change the settings on the fly, meaning you will not need to minimize the game. On the other hand, you can use the PC to make changes or create different profiles, and each profile can have different settings. You can also use this software to check your wheel and change the curve of the pedals. From here, you can also control the RGB on the wheel. But I have only been able to make it work on Stroke Corsa Competition Sim. Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator are not supported, so the RGB strip won't work with them. Even among supported games, not all of them work properly. For instance, I have a Stroke Corsa installed on my PC, but the software does not recognize or detect it. I have talked to PXN about it, and I have been informed that they are working on new software and should be able to fix this issue probably in the near future. They didn't give me any date or anything. Now, over the months, I have faced quite a few bugs. For example, sometimes when I press my pedals, they don't work right away. I have to try 2 or 3 times to make them work. There have also been times the wheel itself didn't work. However, these issues have occurred quite rarely, so they haven't been much of a bother. So in conclusion, PXN V12 is a great bundle with amazing features and feels more complete than other offerings in this range. In the US, you can find this bundle for $450 to $500 or $550 maybe. In other parts of the world, it can go as low as for $420. It can be a very exciting option for first-time direct drive users and an amazing upgrade from gear-driven wheels like G29 or V10. This wheel is more accessible and widely available in Asian countries compared to Moza or Fanatec bundles. At last, I want to say if PXN polishes this wheel, fixes the software and removes the small bugs, this can be a great option that I highly recommend.